dance, the hora. And so I think it's important to always have a couple chairs on the dance floor somewhere or nearby that have arms on them, because when they're lifted up, and every once in a while you have a real tall guy that's really bouncing the chair. So I know the bride feels much more comfortable if there's arms. So that's always something I try to advise people on, that to be ready when that happens, just to have a couple chairs there.
All right, excellent. We are running short on time, so in lieu of the shortage of time, I'd like the panel to help me choose our winners for our raffle prizes, and then our panel will be available for questions. Feel free to approach them about anything that might be on your mind. And if Renee does have time before her board meeting, anyone who would like a tour of the rest of the facility, including the chapel, she'll be happy to take you on a tour. So, Eileen, why don't you grab the first one, mix those around a little bit for us? All right, and we're going to give away the Cleveland Zoo passes, and these are going to go to Marie Campbell from Orencina's Creations. Is Marie still here? Very nice. All right, thank you. Congratulations. 4 passes to the Cleveland Metro Park Zoo, donated by Rachel Fuller from the zoo. We have several passes to the Maltz Museum. So, Rabbi, choose a winner for me.
The winner is Orencina's Creations again. You're allowed to win too.
All right, did I throw her card? No, I didn't throw her card back in there. This must be, no, Marie Campbell, did you have 2 in there? We're going to pass this one on if that's okay with you. We're going to let someone else get a chance. She'll be at the zoo, she'll be at the Maltz Museum, she'll be everywhere.
I do that at the dry cleaner, but I never win. Kristen Nolte, All Occasions.
Kristen, all right. Here you go. Thank you, Rabbi. All right, Renee, why don't you pull a winner for me? Feel free to mix those around a little bit.
I can get this together. Okay. Sonia Scully from Marriott.
All right. Thank you.
They came all the way from there.
Thank you. All right, Eileen, your turn again. I have 3 more.
Odds are pretty good here tonight.
Melissa Metters from Serenity. I'm sorry, Sun City. Is Melissa still here? I don't see her. All right, she forfeits. Next. That's what happens when you leave early.
You have to stay. You can't cut out early.
Another one, Marriott, Cindy Scott.
Cindy, are you still here? All right, Cindy, come on. Cindy recently relocated to Cleveland from Florida. So welcome to Cleveland. Is there anyone else who does not have a card in here? I thought I grabbed everybody. Do you want to stick a card in there? Well, you know you should have brought cards. All right. Yeah? Your name tag? Go ahead, I got more prizes.
Where's the name on here? Oh, Cheryl Edwards from VIP Dreams.
All right, very nice. Thank you,
Very nice
Cheryl.
business card.
All right, Mary Frances, how many do we have left?
2.
Go ahead, put that in there. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Eileen, mix them up a little bit. Pull me another winner.
Oh my goodness.
Too funny. All right, Jessa, it looks like you're going to the Maltz Museum.
Yes. Will you come with me?
All right, and I got 1 left. Rabbi, go ahead, do the honors for me.
Positively Cleveland, Barbara Felt.
All right, thank you, Rabbi. Congratulations, Barbara. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we certainly want to let everybody know that ISIS Cleveland will be having our membership drive December 13th. Take out your Blackberries, take out your iPhones, get your calendars up, mark it down.
Isn't he adorable?
December 13th, it's going to be at the Foundation Room in the House of Blues. Okay, look for the invitation. It should be arriving in your email boxes shortly. So please certainly come join us. If you have any questions about ISIS, or if you're interested in joining ISIS or want a sponsorship opportunity, please make sure you flag one of the members down. If I can have all the members of ISIS, board members and committee members and any member, please stand for me, myself included. Thank you. But if you have any questions about joining ISIS, we certainly want to make sure that you approach one of us, and we'll be happy to tell you all the wonderful things going on within the organization, and what great opportunities there are for some recognition and to grow your businesses. So with that, I'm going to welcome you to approach our panel. If anyone has questions that you'd like to ask them, please feel free. And also, Renee will be doing tours of the facility if you'd like to see more of this great space. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate it. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
This podcast has been brought to you by Rock the House, your source for production, entertainment, and multimedia solutions. rthgroup.com.
I have seen such beautiful ketubas recently, and they have a ceremony of signing the ketubah that's done before the wedding begins. It's called, it's part of the bedecking, and a lot of times the family will gather. Sometimes they'll tell me who they want in that room and who's allowed in, because they like to keep it smaller. And they actually sign that before the ceremony, and then a lot of times it's placed in an easel by the chuppah, and sometimes the rabbi reads off of that. It is witnessed by two people that are not related to the bride or groom by blood. So it's a relative or friend that witness. They're usually Jewish, have to be able to write their name in Hebrew. If they can't, usually the rabbi shows them how. So, and Ginny, feel free to, but at any time if you think there's anything I'm missing. But, so we usually have that done, and then we line everyone up. If it's an Orthodox wedding, it's a whole other thing. So you have the Orthodox, the Conservative, and Reform. If it's an Orthodox, a lot of times the men have a tish, which is in a separate room, and they usually have a little shots of whiskey. They do a little prayer. They do a lesson. They have some food, and it's only men. And then they start singing, and the women are in a separate room, and they usually have the mothers and the bride together. And the women come in and greet the women. And then all of a sudden you hear this loud singing, and it actually gives you chills. You see the groom sometimes lifted up on shoulders, and they dance the groom into the bride. And then they actually make sure that they put her veil down. And that's from the olden days, when they wanted to make sure that they were marrying the right sister, the right bride, so they put the veil down, and then they start the ceremony. Right, Rabbi? Am I?
Pretty much.
Good. So what we're going to do is we are going to pick a wedding party, and we're going to actually run through it, and then we're going to come back here and just talk about some of the latest trends, and also some of the customs and how some of the weddings are different. So
that'll also be a great opportunity to do some questions and answers period for us as well. So if you'll please hold any questions until we come back to this room after the mock wedding in the sanctuary. But Eileen and I are going to pick some volunteers. We're going to start with the bride. All right, Deb. We got our bride.
Okay.
We need a groom. All right, so we got Matt in the back. First hand up. Perfect. We have our bride and groom. Eileen, who else do we need?
we need parents. We need bridesmaids.
Great. Give me a mother of the bride. How about a father of the groom or father of the bride?
You'll be the father.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
How about a mother of the bride? Or groom? Are we in the groom
We
now?
need parents of the groom.
Mother of the groom? I saw your hand go up over there
Okay.
earlier. Perfect. How about father of the groom?
I'll be Matt's man.
Perfect.
Good.
Nice.
Good.
Excellent. Who else do we need?
Angela and Deidre, will you be bridesmaids, please?
All right, that's
Yes,
decided.
yes.
Who else do we need? We
And
need two
then
groomsmen.
Scott and I don't know anybody else.
But we need one more groomsman.
Yeah, we'll have-
All right, we got Steven up front. Perfect.
Okay.
Anyone else we need?
No,
Do we
I
need
think
people to
that's-
pretend they're signing the ketubah?
The witnesses, no, because that's done ahead of time. So we'll-
Okay, so we don't need them?
We can talk about that a little more.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to welcome everyone into the sanctuary. We're going to do our mock wedding, and then we're going to welcome everyone back here to continue the presentation. So please make sure you don't get lost along the way, but you're certainly welcome to grab a cocktail or certainly some food on the way back into the social hall. So please join us. We're going to loop around to the right and into the sanctuary. You could probably hear me if I didn't have the mic, but I don't have to yell, so this is really great. So we certainly want to thank Something New Entertainment for providing our lighting and sound for us this evening, so thank you. I also would like to thank Designs of Distinction. They are doing the photo canvas booth that's out in the atrium. So before the end of the evening, after presentations, be sure to stop by there. We certainly want to thank Be Seated, who donated the lounge furniture for us, and also the Shivari chairs that are over here by the silver linen. So thank you for that. Neil Leeson Decor also donated the flowers that are over at the lounge area. So thank you to them. We certainly want to thank Everything Tented. They provided all of the high tops for us throughout the facility tonight. Unfortunately, Scott couldn't be with us tonight. But we also want to thank Breathtakers, event planners and decorators. They did all of the centerpieces on all the tables in the room tonight, as well as the gorgeous huppah. So thank you very much. Charmaine and Dwayne are here, so let's give them a nice round of applause. Again, great thank you to Around Downtown. They're still serving food for us, so we certainly want to thank them again. Rock the House Entertainment Group is doing a podcast for us tonight, so you'll be able to view this on the web at some point. We also want to thank Bridal Consulting by Eileen, of course. Thank you, Eileen. We appreciate it. Dale McDonald is running around taking photos. So photos by Dale, thank you very much. And I would like to offer a sincere thank you to Lanique for donating all of the linen and chair covers tonight. So thank you very much. Thank you. So we're going to open things up to some questions. We have Renee and Rabbi and Eileen here. If you have a question, if you'll raise your hand and I'll come out to you. But before we begin that session, Rabbi has a few things that he wants to explain about the ceremony that we did today.
First of all, let me give you a couple of quick hints. In your world as well as mine, we all know that communication is the key. So, talk to your clients, talk to the synagogue where the wedding's going to be in, talk to the rabbi or the cantor or whoever is officiating. Most of what you see go on in a Jewish wedding is optional, right? Now, things become required because of they are used, custom of usage over centuries, as well as what's popular in any given community or any time. So be careful about that. I mean, I can do a wedding in under 8 minutes. In my office, it can be done. From a Jewish point of view of Jewish law, there's only 3 things required, right? There's exchange of property, which you saw with regard to the rings, right? The circling is the woman's symbol of acquiring the man. So there's going to all the symbolism of acquisition. So there's exchange of property, a document, the ketubah, right? And the ketubah, you are wise to let the officiating clergy deal with that, right? You can advise your clients. There's all kinds of ways to do it. This is a traditional one, very, very beautiful. People don't want that. I keep them in my file. Most rabbis have just printed ones that you can use. They're not pretty, but they're, they do the job. And then there's that in between where you can order it at a store or online, and then the rabbi will have to put in we'll do something online to put the Hebrew names and the Hebrew date and all of that stuff. So you really want to refer what kind of ketubah will be acceptable at the wedding will be 100% the decision of the clergy who's officiating. So it's best to advise your clients to talk to their clergy about that. All right, that's the rule for you guys, which is do yourselves a favor and stay out of it. Because what you don't want is get to the wedding and the rabbi or the cantor gets up there and says, "I can't use this ketubah." That you don't want. So be careful about that. And the third thing is sexual intercourse, which is the other way to get married. And in the Bible, 1 out of 3 was good enough. By the Middle Ages, the other things were also required as well. So let me go back a little bit to the rooms that Eileen was talking about. First of all, I would advise you that do not make any assumptions about what traditions people will or will not follow based on the denomination or the movement of the synagogue or of the clergy who are officiating.